Erik Menendez condemned Netflix's Monsters, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story and described it as a dishonest portrayal of their story. In a statement from prison released by his wife Tammy, Erik slammed the series as blatant lies and called the portrayal of his brother Lyle ruinous. Part of his statement says, "I can only believe they were done so on purpose. It is with a heavy heart that I say, I believe Ryan Murphy cannot be this naive and inaccurate about the facts of our lives so as to do this without bad intent." The show's creator, Ryan Murphy, responded to the backlash from Erik.
This is what I think about that show. I think Erik Menendez has spoken out about the show. I think that's interesting because I know he hasn't watched the show. So I find that curious. I know this for a fact. I hope he does watch it. I think if he did watch it, he would be incredibly proud of Cooper Koch, who plays him. My feeling about this is it's a 30-year-old case. I think the show is a very interesting, what we're trying to do is a Rashomon approach, where we show many perspectives. That's what the show does. In every episode, you are given a new theory based on people who were either involved or covered the case. So some of the controversy of the show seems to be people thinking, for example, that the brothers are having an incestuous relationship. There are people who say that never happened. There were people who said it did happen. Dominic Dunn, who Nathan Lane plays, and we show that for the most part vis-a-vis through his theory about what happened in that house. The show is a whodunit like that. We know how it ended. We know two people were brutally shot. And so I think people are a little confused about what we were trying to do. Our view and what we wanted to do was present you all the facts, and at the end of it, have you do two things. Make up your own mind about who's innocent, who's guilty, and who's the monster. And also have a conversation about something that's never talked about in our culture, which is male sexual abuse, which we do responsibly. If you look at that show, 60 to 65% of the show centers around Erik and Lyle Menendez talking about their abuse, talking about their victimization, talking about what it emotionally put them through. Those two boys on our show get their moment in court and then some. In fact, we have an entire episode that is a 30-minute episode that is one shot that Cooper Koch does so brilliantly. That is just Erik's words about what happened to him and why he did what he did. So I'm used to this. I think, I write about provocative things and controversial things, and my motto is never complain and never explain.
Wow.
That's what I think.
Wow.
Netflix will release a new documentary, The Menendez Brothers, on October 7th. Netflix has confirmed that the brothers participated in audio interviews for the documentary, which is the first time in almost 30 years that both brothers revisit the trial that shocked the nation. If you're not familiar with their story, Lyle and Erik unalived their parents, Jose and Mary Kitty Menendez, in 1989. At trial, the brothers claimed they acted out of self-defense, saying they suffered years of physical, emotional, and even SA at the hands of their father. Despite this, in 1996, they were sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for first-degree murder. They were both convicted and ordered to serve life in prison in 1996, but they have recently been seeking reduced sentences.